Syracuse, New York. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Syracuse Orange. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Syracuse head coach before the game. He has challenged his offensive line to dominate at the line of scrimmage. Why? They have a chance to make some history today with their running back. He has been beloved and productive all season long, and today he can break the school record for single-season rush yards. I know he's heavily involved in the script to start this opening drive. We'll see if they're able to get the record early and get this team fired up for their running back who they love. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Deep in the end zone, it's Perez. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Notre Dame's offense as they take control of the football first. And we get a look at C.J. Carr. He threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give is to Williams. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. The quick game. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Carr. Out wide left, it's Gilbert. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Looks it in. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Orange offense will get its first chance now. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Miller with the ball. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. They give it back to him. Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Johnson. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Throwing and gelling. Left side, it's Johnson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They're going back to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. Drives inside. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They were all over it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make... Got it! He's going for the goal line. He gets it in! Touchdown, Cuse! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Here's Carr to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Hits inside, it's Coleman Williams. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Jumped on top of the pile. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. Rush right in his face. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Johnson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Steve Angeli. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Syracuse looking for the 4th down conversion. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the right. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass, it's Carr. Got his man.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a position, David, that we thought was always a little bit behind some of the elite competition in college football, but it feels like that's starting to change now.
And great house and phase on both backs, so obviously some experience there, but then bringing in some ultra-talented, highly recruited receivers from Ohio State. Those guys usually pan out pretty well to have that speed element. And a couple of guys that maybe clip now with this C.J. Carr offense in the passing attack, which went from a liability a couple years ago to a strength.
The run inside. It's Williams. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll ride him again. Stopped right there. And they squelched that play so fast, can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
The give is to Williams. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the move. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And Jelly. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Running inside, it's Johnson. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. He's changing the play. And Jelly on the play action. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Long way to go on second down. Throwing and Jelly. Out wide left, it's Johnson. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Offense lining up quickly.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Again, it's Angeli. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turn. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Floats it out in space. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Out wide right, it's Barres. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Turns it upfield. At the 20, he's got space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
And the returner will be dragged down. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The handoff to Johnson. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The Orange, after the explosive play, might go right back to the ground. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, it's Hill. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They'll give it to him again. Just steamrolling the defense. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Steve Angeli. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Syracuse. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rides to the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football.
The ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to it. He'll be dropped.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Angeli. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. The 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical. Of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game. Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Quarterback gets the first down. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Coleman. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Throwing Angeli. Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Angeli from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Syracuse will send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return. Oh, what a move to get room. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Man, it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm, and I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Just smothered on the play.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
He's past the sticks. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Offense set on first down. From the gun, it's Coleman. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. They'll run it. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Turns it upfield. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Right side, it's Coleman. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. Quarterback will keep it. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Orange. Extra point here will give them the lead. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. Coming out with it, it's Young. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Play action, C.J. Carr. Snags it. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Good, strong tackle.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and routing to the football.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. C.J. Carr firing again. Left side is Gilbert. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love when quarterbacks do that. When you go back to the guy that made quarterback earlier in the game. Earlier we saw that receiver fumble. Right away the quarterback throws him the football. Don't worry about it. I got you. We need you to win this game. And that's going to help this receiver's confidence and his mojo moving forward. Really good job there by the QB.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Hits inside, it's Danzy. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Might as well run him again. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible, the defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
There's a crease. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Slams ahead. Nowhere to go. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Barrels ahead. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset. But to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good. And I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.